It started in 2020, and we found a strange mole on my husband's back, and ended up finding out that he had melanoma, and it had spread to his lymph nodes, and then he did surgery and had a year of immunotherapy, during which time he was considered cancer-free. And we thought that he was cancer-free and that we had beat it, and we were so happy. And we were just about done paying off all of our medical bills 2 years later, when he started to feel bad, so bad that he couldn't go into work anymore. And he found out that the cancer had metastasized, and he had a couple of tumors in his gut, one in his neck, in his lymph node, and hundreds of lesions in his brain. And he was our only income source. He was the provider for the family. I've been staying home with the kids since they were born, and taking care of our little farm. Unfortunately, his tumor type was the most aggressive kind, and we just couldn't get a foothold on it before it took him. So, like I said, he passed 3 days before Christmas, and now we're trying to figure out how to go on. So, half a year with no income is pretty hard to go from. Basically, we were a middle-class, financially stable family, and overnight that changed. And now we're in peril, it feels like. So, a generous community is more than we could hope for. Kevin was a super fun, very funny dad who was very involved, really proud of his kids who are straight-A students, and really involved in the community. He was an 18-year veteran with the United States Postal Service, and he was also an Air Force veteran. And he loved board games, and he loved being silly, and he was a lot of fun to be around, and he was Benny's best friend. So we'll really miss him.
He didn't have a favorite board game. He liked a lot of them.
He collected board games. He collected them. He had hundreds of board games, and we were playing them as often as we could, especially Danny. And he was his try out new games friend. So they would do that together, and if it passed their test, then we would all play it together.